Hello there, good afternoon everybody. What we're doing today then, number 419. And with me I've got one of the regular coloured tiles. It's like a grey kind of colour. Really nice one, and I've picked this one today because I can use both black and white pen on it. Thought that'd be nice to do a bit of a mix. And so I'm going straight in with a pen. So if we're all up for that, I think we'll get going, shall we? So where to begin, where to start? Goodness me. You can do it any way. You can go with black pen all the way through. You can do black first and then white, or white then black. Let's start. I'm going to come in with my white pen to start. But again, it's entirely up to you what you want to do. And I'm going to go in with, let's have a look. I'm going to put a bubble down here. Let's have a look. When I say bubble, okay. Here we go. Bubble. All right. It's not too big. And then what I want to do is I'm going to create a curve from that bubble sort of to the top. Okay, so here we go. Let's go around, see, sort of taking it gently. Slow down when you've got a gel pen because it does take a little bit longer to do anything. So let's have a look at the next bit. Let's just go up a little bit. I'm going to come back around that bubble. You see? Not too narrow. Let's just sort of sketch that in a little bit because I can with the wet pens a bit. You see? Quite a bit wider really. And then as I work my way round, do you see what I'm doing? I'm doing a little bit and then taking it round. And then along. And up. Now I'm going to go a little bit wider as I get to the top there. So let's do another one. I'm going to bring one out. Let's go here. And another bubble in place. There we go. Okay, so this is going back up there. I'm not trying to leave spaces wherever. It's just sort of where it ends. And again, you see, it's slowing down, taking it round. Now that's going to sort of sit behind there anyway, so you're only going to see a bit of that. So let's put another one in. Let's go down here, sort of slightly to the left. Doesn't matter where you put these. Okay. All right. Along. Oh, Rose, I know what you mean about hand sewing. I can actually, if you want to try a bit of hand sewing, I've got two different fabrics that we print on. So the other fabric, the fabric that we use for the printed, you know, the actual fabric print, is a little bit more open weave than Bobby on the panels. So it might be that that's a little better for doing it. He's a good one. He's a keeper. Okay. There we are. And then again, I'm going to go around this way. Doesn't matter which way. I know, Leslie. I had a bit of I swallowed a bubble about 5 minutes before coming to air. And you know what? You start with a coughing fit, and it still sits there, doesn't it, for a while? I'm all right though. I'm sure somebody will make me a cup of tea at some point. I'm sure they will. Although there's nobody around to take the hint. Okay. So let's take this one that way, and it's going to sort of sit underneath there, and then around. So it's going to sort of hit there, and then up there. And let's put one here. Okay. All right. Oh, hi Michelle. Spoke to you in ages. It has been ages, hasn't it? Sometimes it happens like that. You see each other a lot, and then you don't see anybody at all. There you go. Okay, so I've got my little rose. So I can make a bit of a decision here now. You see, I've got this one where it's there we go. It is a bit octopus-like. 1, 2, 3, 4. I've only got 6 though. I've only got 6. So see here on this sort of one where we've gone a bit wider, I can extend, or I can create a little shape inside it. You see, just like that. And then this one, where it's sort of was going underneath and you don't see any of it, now I can see a bit of it. Let's have a look at that. I know, Michelle. There you go. Hopefully I won't choke before we get to see each other again. So let's have a look. This one, probably not so much. 60%. This one, though, we could do that, couldn't we? So what if I put one of those there? And again, it can just be kind of a random shape. It's not going to fill the whole thing. And then here, look, I can bring that in. And you're just sort of going to see a little bit of it there. So see, it sort of sits underneath. And so let's put a bubble in here. A little bit of a bubble design kind of thing. And so they get a little bit smaller as they work their way to the bottom there. See, suckers. And a little bit smaller as they get to the bottom there. Little dots, see? And then in between, I'm going to put just where I've got space, like a little diamond shape. So you might not fit it. You see, they're going to sort of follow the same pattern. Well, it's almost dot-like anyway. So I'm going to switch to my other pen now. I'm going to go to my black pen, my 03, as usual. Let's go a little bit bigger. And it doesn't matter which one we start with. I'm going to start here with this one. You see where we've got this curve and it's sort of coming around? We've got this shape here. I'm going to come in and let's just fill that little gap in there. And create some bubbles just to the side there. You notice they're getting a little bit bigger as I move my way around. Not too much. I don't want to sort of get too carried away, but we can take them smaller again as they get to that little bit there. I'm going to sort of go to almost nothing, little dots. And then the bubble that I've done here, I'm going to go inside it and create another one like that. And then let's put a little one in there and fill that with ink. So same sort of thing. I'm going to start real small, go a little bit bigger, and then work it round. So you've got to decide how much space that you've got, and then how big or how small you want these bubbles to be. And then of course when you get to one where it joins, it's quite small, and it's sort of then going to wander off until it's just dots, quite small. And then this one here, round we go. Now if you want to bring your 05 pen in here, I think I've only got 3s around. Oh no, I've got an 05 there. You can use the 05 to fill that in because it's going to save you nib on your 03. There you go. Okay. So I'm going to do that. Actually, I'm going to sort of do that on those. You know, if you can sort of get them in there. I'm not worried about those little sort of a highlight on those. I've just done it on that one there. Yeah. So in with this one, see, starting quite small, little, let's go a bit bigger. Quite small, see, little dots almost. It's getting bigger. And then it's getting smaller again. Now to make this sort of look like it's going underneath here, I am actually going to carry it on under this section here. Okay, so you can tell now that that is definitely going up and around there. And then this one, round we go, leave that bubble. I'm going to come and fill that one in later when I do all the others, because I'm only picking my 05 pen up once. So again, look, sort of starts real small and then it's going to get bigger. Okay, then it's going to get smaller. Now I definitely want this one not to go too small until, so I'm going to keep that same sort of, and it's going to sort of cross over there, and then I'm going to go smaller till it's almost dots. Because that way you can see that one's crossing over the other quite distinctively. So let's go to the other side. Now I'm going to turn it round because yeah, it's going to be easier for me to draw it that way. Let's put that in first. And I'm going to keep that sort of little highlight in the same place. Do that one while I'm at it. And then again, little tiny dots. Let's start those bubbles off. Now this one, it's not sort of crossing any, is it? So that's fine. As I get to this bit here, you can either make your little bubbles go smaller, or they can go behind that one. Mine are quite small, so into there. And then with this one, again, little dots. Now this one, look, it's going to sort of, they are going to join there, so, you know, just have a little think about that. Obviously they're going to go, see, that one's going to go partly under there, and the next one, we're going to get them going a bit smaller. Down we go. See that? I'm not really going to see anything there. And let's take them to nothing. Alright, so you see with having the different colour, the white and the black, it gives it a little bit of a different feel, doesn't it? Okay, so let's take a look at this shape here. And I'm going to start at the top, and it doesn't matter whether you start on the right or the left, but I'm going to start here on this one. Let's go a bit bigger. And then I'm going to create a curved line down like that. I'm going to start the same point, and I'm going to put another one in. Like that. And then I'm going to imagine sort of not quite halfway, but further down, there's another point, and I'm going to in this way, and this way. You see, exactly the same thing each time. That one I'm going to sort of take it up to there, giving you that sort of shape. Let's have a little look at that. Okay, so I'm going to do a similar thing on this one here, but remember we've got this shape in. So again, I could start, and I'm going to go around or underneath. You see where it stops there? And this one I'm going to imagine here, and it's going to come down there. It's going to sort of come in here. I'm going to go over that, I think. And then along here. And along here. You see how we're going to keep it going? Turning it round until I've got no more space left. Alright, so let's have a look. We've got this space here, so again, it might be something that yours doesn't have, or it might be that you've got it in a different part of your tile, but I'm going to pick sort of a space. Let's do a part bubble. And then let's come in, and I'm going to do, I don't know, 1, 2, 3 lines. And then on this side, a little bit further along, 1, 2, 3 lines. A little bit further along, 1, 2, 3 lines. And again, 1, 2, 3 lines. And then 1, 2, 3 lines. Okay, so we've got some little spaces in between. We can come in, put our own little shapes in there. Okay, and again, I'll probably come in and fill those in a while, but I'm going to wait and do everything with my 05 pen when I get a chance to do that. So let's have a look at where we're at. So I've got a shape or a space here as well, and what I want to do with that is I'm going to create some little stripes, and you see how they curve? I'm going to make it so they slightly curve to one side. Okay, so I'm going to come back in now with my 05, and I'm going to fill in all the air. So there's one, and of course if you go over that dot, you can always bring your white pen in. Redo that, and into there, and then here, gaps in, And I'm going to do the part bubble there. Gina, I used the white gel pen first. I've not used any pencils at all. Just a white gel pen and a black fine liner. Oh, here we go. I'm going to come in and do those. So again, this is why I've got my black pen, my 05 out, because it's quite a gap, isn't it, that to sort of fill in with your 03. Of course, I've got if you've got a brush pen, you could use that. I do like my brush pens. I think it gives it a slightly more even feel. Okay, just don't want that to go on my board, so I'm going to lift it slightly, just so I don't get any going on there. Sort of last couple of little bits here really. So we've got this one working its way around here. So this time I'm going to come in with black dot, working my way around. See there, I'm going to dots and dashes just sort of in the middle there. And then this one here, similar thing. I'm going to come in with quite a large dot there. And then around we go. And into that one there, see it sort of disappears. And I can fill in the middles of those. And this one here, look. Okay. Oh, look what I've missed. One of those. Do anything else, you see, if we need to, you could come back in and reinsert some of those white lines, only if you need to, if your pen's gone over. See there, I don't mind so much, but you know, if you wanted to, you could go back over. And, look, I don't think I necessarily need to anywhere there, maybe it's in. If you want it a little bit brighter. Okay, let's move out a little bit. And then where we've got this lovely little stripe here, I'm going to come in and stripe down the middle there. So let's bring a little bit of regular pencil in here for now. Okay. Let's go back in. So see here, let's start with this stripy one first. I'm going to come in just at that side of that white pen. Don't want to go over though. Just sort of to the tips. Those. Okay, and that'll be the same on the other side as well. This one's possibly a little bit easier to see. Into those. Okay, so I'm going to bring my tortillon in. I'm going to do it in sort of sessions or little sections. Okay, sorry if we've got a bit of a poor internet connection today. Don't know what's going on there. But, yeah, not to worry. We'll see how far we can get with it. Okay, so I've shaded here and I've shaded there. I know, Rose, I've got to get to the end. If it does completely close off, that's fine. I shall just set it off to run again and finish it off, so you'll not miss it. Okay, so this time I'm going to do this side. Perhaps I'll pick the pace up a little bit, so at least we sort of get to see everything. See around on there. Okay, I'm going to do the other side as well, but again, I've not gone onto that white line, you see, round it. Okay, same with this one. So now I'm on the other side of that white line. All right, focus on that. Again, around. And then round the other side as well. And of course, when it comes to shading this, we're going to try and leave a gap in the middle if we can. And same with this one. See, going around that. So then I'm going to bring my white chalk pencil in, and especially on this one, just add some down the centre there. Don't need to on these because we've got those dots. So, okay, see we've gone pretty sort of standard there. Of course, a bit under there. You see where this one as well, it's gone over the top. So I'm going to add some pencil there too. Just up in that area. Okay. And let's tortillon it, see how that sort of gets us. So see, nice and gentle around there. I'm just going to sort of go back and forth because it's kind of narrow. We don't want to completely fill it. See, just soften the edge off a little bit. Okay. Rose, it could be anything, couldn't it? You know what it's like. Internet can be wonderful, but then on the other hand, it can be a bit annoying. So you see, not going too crazy. Now on this bit, I'm coming back in with my pencil because you see here, we've still got to put some in there. I'm going to add some to this side as well. Okay. And okay. So same with this one. And there we go. And soften that out. Again, nothing too far in, we just want to soften it a little bit. Work it round. Okay. Oh, Rose, I'm sorry. Hopefully when, if you watch it back later, it'll be fine. So these things do come to try us, don't they? Okay. There you are. And a little bit inside here. Okay, let's have a little look at that. So it's those shaded. So last thing I'm going to do, in a sense, I'm going to put some white pencil around here and then some white pencil around the bottom here. So if it's getting a little bit annoying with the connection, at least you've got an idea what you're doing. So I'm going to put a little bit down the middle there. Put any, if you can, on those curls. And then I'm going to come around with my white chalk pencil. Okay. Oh, thank you. Sometimes it happens. We have these problems. See, John's just wandered in, so I can whinge at him, but there's nothing he can do. We're having, he's wandered off, so he heard that I was going to whinge at him. He's like, no, you're not. Let's do a bit in there. A bit in here. Okay. So we need a clean tortillon, if possible. Now, I know some of you might have seen on the Facebook group this past week some other people advertising Sanntangle classes. You'll find that they are my teachers. Now, a little bit of a heed here. In order to make sure if you're booking any classes at all with a Sanntangle teacher, of course, if you're booking mine, you ring us or you can go to the website. But please ask to see their certificates. If they can't show your certificate, they are not a Sanntangle teacher. Just so you're all aware. And of course, if you want to be sure, you could always email or message me and ask. That's absolutely fine. It just means that we're going to be able to come out and see more of you, or we're going to be able to get more of you to classes. That'd be great. So our next classes are in March. And we've got classes on the website for April, May as well. June, we're going to Stoke-on-Trent. July, the blue. And I'm going to add some into these little... Let's go in a little bit so you can see it. See, just doing a little part of it. Now, if you're going to colour it with pencils, absolutely go for it. But I just thought I've not used my gel pens in a while, so I'll add a little bit. And this, of course, is the matte blue in the gel pens. Just to get a hint of colour. I'm not colouring the whole thing in, just, it's almost like a little backward C kind of thing. More on the larger shapes like that. Okay. And these ones. Alright. Just back to regular pen. Rose, they do sometimes have classes there as well. They do have permission to teach there, and they are using my products. But honestly, if you are ever not sure, you just contact me and let me know, or ask. Okay, let's put in some little dots, you see, just in the areas there. Try and keep your pen upright if you can. You see, like that. Okay. Not going to do loads. Just want a little bit of texture in those places. Okay. You see? Same on the other one. So a little bit around there, look. Of course, if you've not used a white pen and black pen, you're going to have a slightly different sort of view here. You're going to have a little bit of a different tile, but that's okay. This is your tile, do what you like. This is just a suggestion. But sometimes it's kind of nice to mix them. But look at that. Okay, look at that. You could have that either way, actually. Looks kind of good, doesn't it? But whatever you want to do with it, absolutely. Whether you want to do it on a coloured tile, ink it through, different colours. But I'm going to